Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and today I'm going to talk about some strategies to deal with persistent negative thoughts that can run away with themselves. And one of the things that you can do is start to observe them and start to comment on them. Oh, this brain is having a thought. This brain is having a thought. This brain is having a thought. And as you do that, start to notice the regular ones that you say, and maybe get yourself a little notepad and write them out. And as you write them out, we have these 60,000 thoughts a day, and a lot of them are the same old, same old. So when we get them down on paper, then it gives us an opportunity to process them and ask questions of them. You know, is this thought true? Is it helping me to be happy in life or to achieve the goals that I want? Is it maybe trying to do something positive for me? And if so, brain, can you come up with an alternative way that allows me to have the freedom to go for the goals that I want, but also can satisfy whatever needs that this belief has got? And sometimes we've got negative thoughts that we've picked up from other people. You know, quite often I've had clients that I've worked with that have been allowed to watch horror movies with their parents or with their nan when they were younger, and because they wanted to be big, they put on this big brave face, and the parents haven't realised why little Johnny's suffering from nightmares, because, you know, these pictures as a child, they seem very, very real. My child, who's nearly 11 now, he shared with me the other day why he didn't like having his photograph taken at school when he was younger. And me and his dad said to him, you know, this time when the photographer comes, make sure you smile, because we kept having these photographs of him like, I thought, oh, I can't buy them. And anyway, he did. I think we sort of bullied him into that, but it took till a few years later for him to say why he didn't like having his photograph taken. He said, there was all these big strangers telling me what to do, and I'd been taught not to listen to strangers or talk to strangers, and there we were being told what to do, and he said, I didn't like it. And of course, as a 6 or 7 year old, he perhaps hadn't got the vocabulary to explain what he was feeling. We were just thought he was camera shy, you know. And so sometimes our beliefs get set down at a young age and never questioned again, and it influences us later in life. And so sometimes we give our brain more power than it actually has, and instead of recognizing that, you know, it's just like a TV. We can picture things in our mind's eye, we can talk to ourselves, and that will generate the feelings and, to a less degree, the sense of smell and sense of taste. And if we look at each one, if you ever remember or read up about old TVs, you could turn up the brightness, you could turn down the volume, and you could change things, and you could press and turn it off, or you could change channel. So as you start to think about your own brain like that, of, well, what would it sound like of hearing those thoughts through a filter of Daffy Duck, or if I wrote them out and I was able to question them, to process them? Because again, sometimes our brain is saying the same old, same old, same old, because it's trying to protect us. And, oh, beware of this, beware of this. Oh, watch out, because there's ghosts. Because, you know, maybe at a young age you bought into there are such things that are evil and can hurt you, or your own thoughts are running away with themselves. And it's interesting how we can switch from a negative cycle to a positive cycle with a bit of effort, and it will take effort. And again, when you write out the thoughts, when you spell it out, we're third, fourth, fifth generation that are actually literate and understand sort of the codes of words, so that when you write them out, it's like you're spelling them out. You can then break those unhelpful spells by questioning them and thinking, well, is this true? You know, would I prefer to have a better belief than this? Okay, it's great talking to you today, and speak to you soon. Bye now.